Hello, we're live. My name is Ray Fernando, and I'm here because my AI pin stopped working. This is day 3 of after unboxing it, and the second day I've been using the device. And earlier today, I was just making some queries to my AI pin, and it just stopped working. So you can imagine the frustration in my face as I was basically going through and trying to use my AI pin, and everything just kind of stopped working. It's like, oh man. So when I try to use the AI pin, hey, what's the weather like today? Basically, it doesn't respond. It still has like these little clicks and things, and I'm able to get some laser stuff going. But aside from that, it doesn't do anything. It just doesn't respond to me. It's crazy. Hello, how are you? There's nothing there. So I thought I would take it to the live stream and see if I can, if anyone's using this and knows anything, please let me know, because this thing just really just stopped working. I've only had this for a couple of days. This is day 3, and some queries were working this morning, and then it's just not working right now. It doesn't matter what I do. It's unlocked, and I bring a laser up and it tells me the time. And if I look at various things, it can tell me there, but there's no like reset button. I don't have any way to like actually reset this thing. So yeah, let me see if I could show you on like the second camera here. So I just want to let's see folks know kind of what is going on. This is camera A, I think, camera B. And let me set up this thing here. Let's see, camera, FaceTime. This should be it. Yeah, I'm having some trouble with my camera, but basically I push it, nothing. Push it, nothing. It's like the craziest thing ever. Yeah. Hello, hello. And so if we go to the like Humane Center, let's see if I can go here. Whoops. What the heck? Is it working right now? Yeah, it should be working. All right. Humane.center. In here, in the AI mic area, the last request that it seems to have is from 9:56 a.m. So that is interesting. It doesn't have any of the stuff that we're trying to do right now. Hello? And last time, it actually has like some recent photographs, like were like taken from my pocket, I think. Does it show me the time? At 12:29 p.m. Yeah, that's it. So it seems to do that, but then, see, the thing that I'm trying to figure out right now, it's like, how do I, humane.com, like restart the device? Because that's not really clear to me right now. Like there's no actual buttons you can push on the side or hold something down to like restart it. So let me go to support, see if that's there. Restart device. Yeah, it's just a little bit frustrating because the device was working and I was asking it some cool questions, but when it stopped working, that's kind of where things got really, really annoying, and now I have no way to do whatever I need to do. So tap the touchpad with one finger to activate the laser ink. Open your hand. Once the laser ink display projects on your hand, push out a bit more and you'll see a menu. Select settings, scroll to the power and select it, and then choose restart. See, the problem that I had was the fact that I was outside and I couldn't see the menu to save my life. And so like when I actually got to the restaurant and was in the parking lot, I put my hand out and I still really couldn't see the light. And that was just really annoying. It's like, oh my God, I just want to use the device. And I tried to tell it to reset or restart and it didn't really want to do anything. So let's go ahead and see if we could try these instructions out. So you have to like tap the touchpad and then put the hand out. The laser ink doesn't seem, okay, now I see it responding. So it wants to project. I have to close this thing, so I have to move it further out. It doesn't really seem to be bringing up. Oh, there's the settings. So the problem I have is the projection pin doesn't really follow my hand. I have to kind of move this up here and then kind of try to select the settings. And when I select the settings, I see trust lock, airplane mode, Wi-Fi, and I scroll down, I see cellular, and then I see power. Okay, it says booster is 33%, AI pin is 96%, and then I see power off. So let me see if I can select that. To power back on, detach the booster by sliding it down, then reattach it. Continue. Powering off. Okay. It looks like it should be off now. And let's see if we can power this thing back on. That's just a little strange, you know. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, frustrating. Let's see if I can do that. In the meanwhile, let me see if I can change back my camera. Because I used to have this working. So here, so now the booster is off. The device is still quite warm. Hopefully. It doesn't seem to be responding yet. Let's see. Just gonna give it some time. Choose restart. How do I get this thing to turn back on? I think it's dead, yo. Help? Okay, so it's clearly not like responding. I just did power off. Let's see. That's what's not really clear. Power off, turn on device. Man, I'm so frustrated right now. It's really annoying because I was really just trying to use the device and it stopped working, and then to like restart it, there isn't anything like hold down the touchpad for 5 seconds or something, or 30 seconds. And it just doesn't do that. Even I try to tell it to restart, it doesn't even pay attention to what my voice commands are. And I thought that was just really frustrating. To wake up after powering off, attach your pin booster, place them on the charge pad or on a powered charge case. Wait a few minutes until you see a rainbow trust light indicating the AI pin is powered on again and ready to use. If powering the AI pin after fully depleted battery, you may have to wait. Okay, so that doesn't really make any sense. I took the device off because I powered it off from the menu, and it wasn't a restart, but you have to then put it back on the charger. And so what is kind of really frustrating about that is if I power it off while I'm away from my house, I can't get this thing back on. Like, unless I have a charge pad with me or this little charging case, but I don't carry this case with me. It's just kind of too big and bulky to carry around. If I have space in my pocket for one thing, the AirPods are going with me. It's not this case. So this is kind of a very frustrating user experience, and I think it needs to be rethought because like you should be able to put this back on. It should just power back on. And let me put this back on the case and stuff. Oh, Sam's on here. Thank you, Sam. Please enlighten me. Slide the booster up off the back of the pin and repeat this 2 to 3 times. Oh, okay. So if I do this up off the back of the pin and repeat 2 to 3 times, and then drop on the charge pad, okay, let's see, 2, you can kind of see how it slides in there, 3, okay, and then what I'm gonna do is kind of point the camera here because oh, see the rainbow light? I did not even put it on the charge pad. So just this action alone looks like it brought it back to life. So yeah, thanks, Sam. That's super awesome. Like, I was so concerned. I was like, this would just be so annoying if you couldn't really bring this back to life.
Enter passcode. Enter
Yay.
passcode.
Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, let's get some of these instructions on the the site here. Let me go ahead and change my camera again because my Pocket 3 keeps dying. Let's see here. Let's put this back.
Passcode.
Yeah. All right, cool. We're back. Let me see if I can enter the passcode here. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The most secure password ever. Yes. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, that's cool. Sweet. Oh my God, this is so frustrating, but I'm so glad this works out. So, pro tip, if you are in a state where your device, I guess, stops working, you have to bring up the laser in a darker environment and then navigate into the settings, and then from the settings go into the power where it shows you the charge percentage, and then tell it to shut down. I guess there's probably a way to do it to restart, but it looks like they're going to update the text on the website so that you can actually do this maneuver gesture where you put the little battery booster up and down, slide it a whole bunch of times. I guess my question to the team would be like, if your battery booster dies and all you have left is the charging pad, then would you still be able to turn the device on? You know, are the sensors there? Just kind of really curious and stuff to see how that works. Let's see, we have a message from Danny. I had issues with this as well today. I think the keyword that works now is shut down. Okay, so you can actually, sounds like you could just ask it to shut down. That's cool. Hey Ben, how's it going? Love the live debugging here. Yeah, I thought it's kind of cool that we can be on live and kind of you know, do the whole debugging thing and stuff. I think my camera just turned off here. Let me turn this guy on. I have some issues with my camera. Sometimes they get too excited. Let's see. Yeah, I wonder what happened with my webcam, but we'll get more of that on live soon. Webcam, please. All right, cool. Should be back in the game. All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, let's see what else. Sam also says you need charge pad. Let me get this over some better text in UI. You need charge pad / charge case to wake up the pin plus battery booster. Just the reality of the hardware design. It's good feedback. Okay, cool. So it looks like if this is the scenario where the battery booster, like basically this guy, if this is completely dead, and then you need to restart the device, if you miss the restart menu, I guess, in the UI, and you accidentally, or you power down the device to turn it back on, and if this guy's dead, you actually need like this little egg guy, or you need this guy who was on the table, and you would basically put them back on, and then they would just kind of magically you know, wake up. But it also says in the according to the website that if there is if it's like dead for a while, it may take a little while for it to actually wake up, like 15 to 20 minutes and stuff. So yeah, that's if the booster is totally dead. But the workaround here is that you can take this guy off and slide it on and off the back as much as possible. So let's just see. Are you there today?
Yes, your AI pin is here and ready to assist you.
Okay, I was so scared. I was like, what? All right. So it looks like it's working. How would I restart this device?
Finding instructions. To restart AI pin, please follow the standard procedure for powering off and then turning the device back on. If you're unsure of the steps or if the device is not responding, contact the support team for assistance.
I think that's kind of what happened here. Support team came up in the stream and rebooted me. That's, yeah, we're back. So back. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. Yo estoy hablando español y yo quiero...
Try again.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hello, how are you?
Yo tengo problemas con el equipaje. Never mind.
have problems with him. Equipped, Dermy.
Oh, so Andrew says, does the keyboard shutdown work out of curiosity? And apparently it does. So you can just say shut down. Interesting. The problem, I guess, that I had was that no matter what request I gave it, it didn't want to do anything. When I was in the Humane Center, the last thing it picked up from me was from 9 o'clock, where I was asking about the difference between like an instruct model and a base model. And it was just telling me about those types of things. And so now that we're back up here after the reboot, it's picking up my different devices or my different queries here. So yeah. Yeah, it seems to translate in near real time. Actually, that's the thing I was really impressed with. Ahorita estamos hablando en español y yo quiero comer algo y yo no sé qué.
Right now we are speaking in Spanish and I want to eat something. Something and I don't know what.
Like, it's really fast. Like, it's actually faster than what I thought it was going to be honest. I thought it was going to be a lot slower because I just thought, man, if you're trying to translate somewhere, it's going to be really good. So, ¿cuánto cuesta este?
How much does this cost?
Right? Like, that's kind of cool. Los baños están allá. Like, you're asking where the bathrooms are.
The bathrooms are there.
That's cool. I want to eat some gluten-free pizza.
Quiero comer pizza sin gluten.
See, that's pretty fast. Where can I find gluten-free chicken places?
¿Dónde puedo encontrar lugares de pollo sin gluten?
I mean, this is cool because this actually holds up very well in a country while traveling, because you can have this conversation. I think I should probably turn up the volume so you can hear a little bit more. But yeah, it could be on device. It could just be a really lightweight model. It's probably just Spanish or something. Or I actually don't know if like there's a core set of languages that are super fast, but that's super speedy. And I was actually demoing this to a friend. He's like, dang, that's pretty fast. I was like, yeah, it's, to me, you know, it's on par with like Google Translate. We can try that. Let me see if I can pull up Google Translate because that'd be super cool. Translate. The Googles. I'm doing Chinese. Let's just do Spanish. Where can I find gluten-free chicken places?
¿Dónde puedo encontrar lugares de pollo sin gluten?
I think there's a conversation mode somewhere in here. Let's see. Yeah, conversation. Hi, where can I find gluten-free places?
Hola, ¿dónde puedo encontrar lugares sin gluten?
Yo quiero comer pizza sin gluten.
Oh, I want to eat gluten-free pizza.
Yeah, that's, you know, like, it's sort of a rounding error. If you're trying to like speak in a different language and you don't really know it, you're already like kind of gesturing and pointing and throwing hands. But if you just do this, I mean, I'd say it's on par. I don't feel like, oh my God, it's 2 milliseconds faster while using my phone. That's actually kind of cool for me. I actually, to be able to do this type of thing. Let's see. Do it at the exact time and see which one's faster. Sure. I mean, I guess because I love you guys. Help me find gluten-free pizza.
Ayúdame a encontrar pizza sin gluten.
Let's see. Help me find gluten-free pizza.
Ayúdame a encontrar pizza sin gluten.
Like Google Translate just says help. RIP, send help. Yeah, let's see. Help me find gluten-free pizza.
Ayúdame a encontrar pizza sin gluten.
That's a L for Google twice, bro. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of weird. This thing would be pretty awesome trading tool if it can store data. You can ask questions. What's the price of Apple stock today?
Checking Apple stock price. The current price of Apple stock is $167 and 4 cents. The market is closed, and the price has decreased by 0.57% today.
Great, buy some stock. Just
Finding info. This question is not related to AI PIN. Please use other resources to find the
Yo,
answer.
I thought it was just gonna go in and log into like my E-Trade or something and buy those shares. It's like, yes, I bought 1,000 shares. You don't have the money, but I still bought it. It's like, bro, that would have been crazy. Yeah, no, that's interesting. How much battery is left on my device?
¿Cuánta batería queda en mi dispositivo?
Yo, how are we still in translation mode? How much battery is left on my device?
84%. Booster 29%.
How much hours would that last me?
Estimating battery life. Your AI PIN cannot provide an accurate estimate for the remaining battery life based on the current charge percentage.
That's cool. All right, cool. Dang, that's awesome. Yes. So, all right. I think it'd be kind of cool to take you through some of the photos I shot on this device because basically, I was going around and I was went through and just walking around Hawaii and stuff, and I thought, hey, it'd be kind of fun to what I noticed was I'm actually taking more photos than I normally would with my phone, and I think part of it is the fact that it just feels so easy. Like I don't have to pull it out and people are like looking at me, so I could just take a photo, which is pretty awesome. And you know, it's just walking around the around here, and then like I was also like getting some food and waiting in line, and it looks like it took like those 3 shots and stuff, and it chose like the best one. And I just wanted to sort of get like a small little mini like vlog of my life as I'm walking around, and it just seems to be really easy to do that. You know, when you're kind of going in. Let's see here. So what's funny is that this looks scarier probably than it looks. It's like when you're actually looking over something, a banister, it looks like you're gonna fall. I had a scary moment there where like, is this thing gonna stay on? You know, it's like, oh well. Yeah, that would have been crazy if it actually fell or did something that. Does it recall things you have said? I think so. Whoops. Let me see. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry. I'm kind of still new to the stream thing. I hope so. What did I say yesterday about my shopping list? I talked a lot about my shopping list yesterday.
Finding yesterday's list. Yesterday, your shopping list included milk, rice, bananas, strawberries, blueberries, and sandals.
That's right, and we added sandals. Remove everything from my shopping list except for bananas and sandals. Let's see if it gets it right today.
Updating shopping list. The shopping list has been updated to only include bananas and sandals.
Oh my gosh, it finally works. Yes. Yeah, last stream, he asked it to pull up a sushi place and asked about Humane AI Pin Part 1, if you recall. Oh, yeah. What's my favorite sushi location? Slippers, brother. Yeah, slippers. Let's
Your
see.
favorite sushi location is unknown. However, a recommended sushi restaurant near your current location is Ninja Sushi, located at 200 Hamakua Drive B3, Kailua, Hawaii 96734. It is a counter-served Japanese chain offering sushi, udon, danbarai, and bento in a casual setting.
That's pretty cool. I think. Oh, I didn't put anything sushi related in my notes. I think I did something with restaurants. So let me just ask it. What are my favorite restaurants? Just curious. Just very vague.
User's favorite restaurant is Maui Mike's Fire Roasted Chicken in Kailua.
Yeah, that's right. Add Tokonami sushi to that.
Adding tokenized sushi.
Tokonami.
Noted. Tokenized sushi has been added to your favorite restaurants.
Let's see. What are my favorite restaurants?
Users' favorite restaurants are Maui Mike's Fire Roasted Chicken in Kailua and Tokenized Sushi.
That's interesting. It shows them all in one line here. But I find it interesting that the shopping list has the little dots here. And then in here, it's just like one line. It still got it right. Like, as far as verbally, I'm not really looking at this too much on my phone or anything like that. So that's interesting. Let's see, nice, that worked, yes. Can you ask it to recommend a restaurant and then save it in a note? Yes. What restaurants do you recommend for Chinese food?
Finding Chinese restaurants. Some recommended Chinese restaurants near Kailua, Hawaii include New Mui Kwai Chop Sui, New Chinese Garden Restaurant, and Mayashi Ramen.
Can you add that ramen place to my favorite restaurants?
Adding ramen. Noted. Mayashi Ramen has been added to your favorite restaurants.
Let's go back. Oh, cool. Let me refresh. Yeah, it looks like it's added in here. That's awesome. Oh, I guess it's possibly just a UI related issue. Let me inspect this. I'm just curious. How are they laying it out on this text here? Oh, it's just like one big line. Markdown formatted note texts. Oh, okay. So it's taking my text and saving it in Markdown, and then that's kind of presenting it back into one line. Yeah, I always like taking a look under the hood as an engineer. It's like, hey, what are they doing here? It's just kind of fun. Let's see. That'd be cool. And food items you want to keep track of, yeah. Have it call you as your favorite restaurants. Wait, can it have it call you as your favorite restaurants are? I don't know if I understand what that being said. Can you have it call you as your favorite restaurants are? Can you ask if you can recall the last location you took a picture at? Oh, that's good. Where's the last location I took a picture at?
The last location you took a picture at was in the lounge.
The lounge? What's the lounge? I think this is today, I think. The lounge. What's the lounge? How about a scenario in which you told it to remember Sarah is allergic to peanuts last week? I don't remember that. Do you know what I'm allergic to?
Your AI pin doesn't have information about your allergies.
Interesting. That would be cool. Because I very frequently ask for gluten-free things, and that's actually in my memories a lot. If I go to my memories here, I can't search memories, but if I type in gluten, I bet you it's like one of the like 4 out of 5 things here. Gluten. No, I guess not. Dang. What do I ask it? Hmm. That's weird. What was the best thing that happened to me yesterday?
Finding yesterday's highlight. Your AI pin doesn't have information about the best thing that happened to you yesterday.
Just curious, just super curious. I don't know like what information it has about me and how it would even consider that. I was just really curious with that. Then invite Sarah to hang out. That involves getting some food at a restaurant that is known for peanut dishes. Would it stop you and say, "Sure, I'll send a message, but don't remember Sarah"? Oh, I think you're asking to like actually describe the scenario um, in which I tell like this person named Sarah, and then invite getting Sarah to hang out. Then invite Sarah to hang out and getting food at a restaurant. Gotcha. Yeah, I think I might do that in a more in-depth stream. That's a really great note. I'm gonna see if I can try to copy that down because those are really great pieces of information to have. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna star this, add them to my favorites so I can reference them later. Thank you, bro. This is really cool. Yeah, these are great scenarios. I use mine to remember the last time I watered plants. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that makes sense. The Humane AI pin should give all Ray viewers free AI pins. Sure, why not? Yeah, holler. How did you fix it? Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, so in order to fix the issue, the problem that I had is when I hit the button to speak, hello, are you there? It wasn't responding at all. And it didn't seem to be
Yes,
picking up the
your
message.
AI pin is here. How
And
can I assist you?
so what I had to do is, it didn't matter what request I gave it, it didn't even do that. I had to go into the menu and settings and then go to power and then go to shutdown. And then after doing that, the device powers off. The problem is you have to then take off the charger and the booster, and then you have to actually like completely remove it and slide it back on. Like do that 2 to 3 times, and then you'll see like the little rainbowy light turning on, and that's how you're able to then turn the device back on again. Apparently there's something in the menu there that may say restart. I didn't really see it when I was navigating through. I seem to have a lot of trouble using my hand and kind of gesturing to get to the very bottom. For whatever reason, it seems really hard to like put my hand down and then like pinch to do that gesture to get the user interface to click the most bottom type of button. And then the problem that I had was that because I was outside, I couldn't really see the laser to try to restart or do any of the settings. Everything was just really, really light. And in Hawaii here, it's just bright as day. Like it's super bright, 80 degrees out, and I can't really see any. The green laser thing is just completely like not a thing that I can do. Like it's pretty much worthless. Yeah, that's the workaround. If this booster is dead and you don't have this little egg thing with you, or you don't have the little charging base thing here down below, you have to then bring the device back home and then put it on its charger and let it charge up for it to turn back on again if your device is completely like shut down and stuff. So just a FYI. Yeah, there's no physical buttons, but that's the only way to get it to power down. So yeah, that's kind of what I was able to do to get it fixed and stuff. Rather than saying user's favorite restaurants are, it's referring to Ray and the user in some responses. So it switches between the user and you referring. Yes, I noticed that, Andrew. Thank you for bringing that up. So yeah, when I'm basically saying things, you can hear it says the user this or XYZ. And yeah, it'd be nice if it just said, you know, Ray or you or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, the user sounds impersonal. I wish the voice wasn't so dreary, so it seems so low energy. Hopefully they give new options in an update. Yeah, I imagine voices would be coming soon or later or something like that. I really don't know any details, but that would be super helpful. How hot does it get? Um, it doesn't get hot where the back of the battery booster is, because this is made of like a plasticky type of material. And so I don't feel warmth there. I only feel warmth if I actually grab it to adjust it on my shirt, and it gets actually, right now it's really hot. It's actually too hot to hold. And I wouldn't really want to grab the edges. So yeah, and all we are is like we're indoor. Right now I shut all the windows, I have air conditioning going, and it's probably like 74 degrees in here. So it's not even that hot of an environment. And I'm connected to Wi-Fi because I'm in my home area. There is no cell signal here, but according to the settings on my Palm, it shows it's connected to Wi-Fi. So should be doing some pretty good power efficiency there. So yo, Sam. Cool. Yeah, thank you all for joining. I really appreciate everyone's feedback. Please keep the comments rolling because this is super helpful. I think we're all kind of learning at the same time. I also have it remember that my fiance is a gluten-free vegan, so it knows for date suggestions. I think that would be cool. It doesn't appear to have like this long-term memory yet. It seems to have like this memory for notes, for things you put into your notes. So like if I recall things in notes, I should be able to recall those types of things. So maybe if I create a note for allergies, and then allergies for Ray or something, we can try to do that. Make a new note called allergies for Ray.
Creating note. Created a note titled Allergies for Ray.
Add to that note saying gluten.
Adding gluten.
No, I don't want
Noted.
gluten. No,
Gluten has been added to the note titled Allergies for Ray.
Let's see. Okay, notes. Oh, Ray's allergies, gluten. Cool. So, what allergies does Ray have?
Ray has a gluten allergy.
So, I think that's the only way, Alex, right now, to get this like long-term memory type of thing is by literally making a note and then describing what specific thing it is. And so then the thing that's not really clear to me, and it's pretty obvious, like right now when I look up restaurants, like have it look up this like chicken place, it can't place a phone call to it. So according to the roadmap, it says that that's later on the roadmap using Google Places to actually look up the information and like do stuff with it. Right now when you ask, it says I can't place a phone call from whatever thing, but it does give you reviews. And actually I did that yesterday. So I said, give me reviews for Herringbone. I was in front of this restaurant called Herringbone. It looked like pretty new, and I was just like,
Finding restaurant reviews.
And so it was
Herringbone Waikiki has a rating of 4.3 based on 951 reviews. Customers have praised the fresh food, solid service, and good energy/vibes. Some have mentioned the high prices for certain dishes. The restaurant is known for its locally sourced seafood dishes and cocktails, served in an airy, fashionable space with a large patio.
It's just vibes, bro. Like the restaurant has vibes. That's what it's all about. Right? So yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. Can it screen read from its camera and observe what you're browsing and give you feedback from the browser window? I tried to do that and it didn't really tell me. Like I said, like, hey, what's the name of this plant or something, and it didn't really do that. Like I just happen to have a plant here. Let's just see. Tell me the name of this plant.
Analyzing image. To identify a plant, use the AI pin's camera and the context system to capture an image of the plant. The device will analyze the image and provide you with information about the plant.
So I guess I have to use the camera? Wait. So now that I have this, what's the name of this plant?
Your AI pin has captured a photograph of the plant. It will analyze the image to identify the plant for you.
Maybe? Yo, I think it went to sleep. Andrew, you put my device to sleep. I don't know if it's coming back. Yo, you gave it a really hard task. Yo, Andrew, did you just break my device right now? Again? No. Oh, let's see if it went into the message memories. Let's see. Bro, okay, so it has a photo. What's the name of this plant? It's clearly went to the server. It's doing its work, but it just stopped. Yeah, it has it here in its photos. I think it's done, bro. It went to sleep. Go to sleep. So I guess that's a yeah, no. It takes the photo, it doesn't really do it, and then I currently have the beta enabled for the vision or whatever that is. So maybe that's probably why it doesn't really do it yet. Too hot to hold. Yes, definitely. Like right now, I don't want to hold this thing. It's too hot, but the plastic part is not warm behind it. So that's kind of the issue right now. Pretty cool if the AI pen could read out loud comments from X, YouTube, and categorize them by platform and read them aloud. That would be amazing. I think that could be something that's in the roadmap. Let's see, Humane AI pen roadmap. I think there was like a roadmap in there. Yeah, changelog, here we go. So where I think that could be landing could be in the summer with the agents. And that's kind of where, TBD, hand wavy magic thing. But right now, if you've ever used any agents, one of my favorite agents is Crew AI. Crew AI, Ray Fernando. I did this great interview with Joao Mora, and he talks about agents and stuff. And basically,
never capable.
This is like the future of where AI is going. So I'd highly recommend watching this video. Actually, I'm going to drop this into the comments so y'all can click it. I don't know how that's going to work on X and YouTube, but yeah, AI agents are the future. He's got an amazing platform, Crew AI. I think the IO. And that'll allow you to like experiment and play around with these agents to do the things. And this sort of also lines up with Humane's up and coming SDK. I'm not really sure about the details for that because they haven't released any information, but it would be really cool to just already have some experience using agents or writing software for them and getting started with them because that basically will start to tie in all these different systems for you. And once you get a little bit familiar with doing that, they have like a whole GitHub and stuff. Chat with our docs, yeah. And you'll get going and you pretty much be like doing stuff like having it write blog posts and stuff for you. That'd be super cool. Let's see. Too hot to hold. Have it. I have one and it was able to do that correctly. Okay. Oh, the plant thing? Yeah, I don't know why mine is not able to do that correctly. You have to say look in the beginning of the query, I think. What does that mean? Is that in the documents? How to ask about photo. Thinking. Yeah, because that'd be super cool. It's not really to ask about a photo, press and hold one finger and then say take a photo or capture this. Release your finger from the touchpad to complete the command. I don't think there's any details on it saying anything about, it says take a photo, take a video, but it doesn't say anything about how you can then do stuff like what we're doing. It's possible because it's a beta feature, it's not yet listed in this documentation. So yeah, look. You have to say look in the query at the beginning, I think. Look. I don't know. Oh, I heard something. I don't know what it means. You've heard that sound. I just don't know what that sound means. That's the other thing. I don't know what some of these sounds.
You see a laptop on a table with a video call in progress, a lily flower in a vase, and palm trees outside the window.
There you go. It's a lily flower. That's what it's called. Aha. So you just literally just say, look. It would be interesting if you could teach it a skill. Please remind me not to order any takeout. In which you're trying to curb taking out eating. So if you tell people, I agree, that'd be kind of cool. I think that's possibly something that agents can help you with too. Like where you have an agent that just is your assistant that helps with that. Like you have your own like special agents to filter requests through. That'd be kind of awesome. You have to say, look at this plant. Got it. Yes, prompt injection. Yo, Andrew, yeah, we might have to play around with that. That'd be kind of fun. Get to do some silly stuff. Restaurant, it will say, you told me not to place any calls to takeouts. Are you sure you want to? Yeah, I think that'd be kind of fun. So it's maybe thinking. It recognizes the photo and said it will analyze it. So it seems that you don't have to look at this and tell me what kind of plant it is. Yeah, Corey, I think looks like there's several, look, there are two use cases here that it seems to be tripping up on. One is the take the photo and then ask it. That specific flow doesn't seem to work right now, just one first try. I could try again, the second try. But, I'll leave that for other folks to try right now. I don't want to extend the stream too long. The second part is when you say look, I guess that's the special keyword that does the analysis. I had no clue about this like look keyword because I haven't been following too closely. And part of this stuff is like trying to play around with it and see intuitively without too much information what we bump into and what problems we run into. Because I don't think the whole point of a lot of these devices is to not really have instruction manuals. You don't really want to be digging through doing the stuff we're doing, but we're doing it because we like to do this stuff and I love tech and doing these types of things. So it's really cool that we're kind of doing this. You also learn, I learn while playing around with this, which is awesome. So yeah. Oh, thanks Andrew for posting the link. I broke your pin. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you pretty much had me hanging there for a little bit. Oh yeah, the vegan thing, the plant thing, that's right. Yeah. Tell us what kind of plant this is. Look at this plant. And then remember? Look at this and tell me. Got it. Yeah, this sounds like the vision sound. Ah, okay. That little sound that it makes. Look at this plant and tell me what type it is. Ah, okay. Cool. Okay, so it can read and see. It can't see the website, for example. Look at the screen and tell me the name of the person and pull up Sam Sheffer's profile on X. Yeah, it doesn't do that yet. I think that's probably some agentic type of feature with AI agents and stuff. Yeah, I think I've caught up to a lot of the comments. Yeah, no, thank you guys for kind of staying here. So yeah, just a summary. I started off this because I was really frustrated when I was driving on the other side of the island, and after having dropped my friend off at the airport, and I was making some queries and it just kind of stopped responding. And as I kept pushing the button, it would definitely acknowledge that there was something going on, making that sound like it was listening to me, but nothing. And so in order to work around / fix the issue, you have to shut it down apparently. And that wasn't really clear to me until I got home and then, went to look this up on the website to shut it down. And you have to actually you tap the screen, bring the laser up, and then from there you have to then push your hand further out to display like the little menu, and then from there then you bring your hand down, which would put, because basically the menu is like a little circle, and at the very bottom is the settings. Then you pinch to select that. Once you're in there, you then go down to where it says like the power setting or something like that, or it tells you the battery life. You pinch there, And then there's an option, it tells you towards the bottom, it says to power off the device. Apparently there's somewhere in there that's supposed to say restart. I didn't see it. So I just powered off the device. And if you power off the device, to turn it back on, you actually have to have battery life left in your booster. Otherwise, you need to then use your little eggshell thing here to put it back into recharge, or use the little base down here to put it back in to turn it back on. If you do have battery back on your battery life or in your charge pad, you then need to then place it to the back, slide it up, put it back on, I think 2 to 3 times. And then once you do that for like the third time, the actual light in front will turn into this like rainbowy looking type of thing. So that's the very long explanation of how I was able to get the device back and up and running. And it wasn't really clear to me from the website that there was like a shutdown sequence and then a power up sequence. I thought they would be the same once you take the charger and put it back on. But that's kind of where things got a little confusing on the website. I think for me, it was just more of like, when I'm looking for information, I tend to have a scenario that I'm looking through, right? The only reason why I want to power it down and power back on is because there's an issue. So it'd be kind of nice if there's just like one section that has like this variety of sequences that I want to accomplish. Easily available or discoverable from the support website. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Booster battery low.
Booster battery's low. How much battery is left?
83%. Booster 10%.
Yo, we've only been on for like 40 minutes and doing some, or 50 minutes and doing some queries. That's interesting. I think you can tell it to shut down. Yes. Shut it down. No? I think it just shut It did shut it down. Okay. Oh, you know what is a hilarious prank? If your friends have AI pins, you just go touch it and say shut down or shut it down. It'll shut down their AI pin. What's a heavier troll is that if they don't have any battery life left on this booster, they literally have to go home and then put it on a charger. So this thing is completely off. As you can see right now, it's just off. It's not responding to anything. And we have a low battery here. So let's just try the sequence now. So let's just, I guess, kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, Alex, did you kill my device too? Dang, I think the live stream community is out here trying to kill my device. Low key, low key. It's dead, bro. It's not responding. Come on, man. Yo. Oh, here we go. Here we go. See the little. Okay. Whew. I like the boot up sequence with that little rainbow thing. I think that's pretty cool.
Enter passcode. Enter passcode. Enter passcode.
Yo. So, and then I'm going to show you how you place it on its charger. It just kind of goes like this. Watch this as it just kind of falls right in. Very satisfying. I think you could do stuff.
Enter passcode.
Yeah, and then let's just try putting in this little eggshell thing because this is really cool too. So this is like the charging case, and this is this guy, and then it should just like slide up in there like so. So satisfying. And then see that little amber light? According to the documentation from the instructions that came with, if it's under 80%, you'll see that amber orange light. And then if when it turns green, that just means it's over 80%. So that's pretty cool. There you go. My bad, dude. Now I gotta unlock. Yeah, yeah, yeah. New name for AI pin, unicorn square. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, like the rainbow thing. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this thing is charging in here. Yeah, since we've shut it down, it's cooled down pretty fast, by the way. So it's not like it's too hot to hold. Um, I'm just really curious to if it like put it on this charger and like leave it there for a while. Like let it rest. Sleep well. Sleep well, baby. Yeah. Yeah, that's about, I think that's about it for now. I'm kind of, I don't know how you say, when it works, it's great. When it doesn't work, or you hit issues that aren't really obvious to fix, that's where it's really frustrating. So I think that's kind of where I wanted to leave it off a little bit. It's like, we've resolved this issue. It could be shut down just by hitting the shutdown sequence, telling it to shut down. You can play tricks on your friends by just telling it to go to their pin and just hit shutdown. Or if they're, I'm really curious if like they're talking to it and you just say shut down, like does it shut it down preemptively? Like if any of the words shut down is in there, is it going to do that? Because that would be a massive troll if somebody's doing a presentation and they just say shut down and like it just shuts it down. Yeah, like that would be yeah, sort of not a security issue, but like a demo killer. Because yeah, otherwise you have to go through the user interface. See, the problem that I had is I try to do various things and it literally wasn't taking any of the input. It wasn't until I had to shut it down using a little laser thing to do that, and you have to be in an indoor setting to do that because, or if it's dark at night to do that because out here in Hawaii, the laser is pretty much unusable. You can't really use it in daylight. Not even on your lanai or like your little porch where like there's just a lot of light coming in. It's just really hard to see with the laser. So it's okay then. Yes. Oh yeah, Christopher, definitely. Yeah, we're back in action again. We got the super secret shutdown help assistance with the folks from Humane. So Sam stepped in and kind of helped me figure out this like secret trick to put the booster on and kind of slide it on and off several times. I thought that was really cool. How long does the booster seem to take to charge in the pod? I never really took a look at it. I don't know. I, I don't even know if there are tech specs on this, but that'd be really cool to figure out. It's magnetic, so it sticks. Yeah. Sam taught me a trick. If you stick it to the metal, it cools down real fast. Yeah, I would think so. Especially the outside. But it depends on the metal and if it's warm or not too. So metal is like the most conductive material on this type of thing. So it's going to get the warmest and coolest the fastest before the other things do. So that's definitely for sure. Yeah, thanks, Josh. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate actually everyone just joining in. This is just supposed to be a chill space to like hang out, play with the AI pin, and kind of discover this live. All the frustrations and things that I'm going through, I'm just gonna be here and share my experience. But then like instead of being frustrated and just telling people it sucks, it's like I gotta come to you guys and everyone else to help figure this out. Like there's a way to look this stuff up and share it with everyone else because I imagine these issues would be ironed out. It's going to take a while for more people to get their devices and there'll be various updates that release, but this is just the pains of going through really early stage software. So this is to me what I would consider something that's like alpha stage or like before beta to some degree. Because of the numbers of different types of issues that are occurring at different states. I'd say that the hardware though, like the actual physical hardware is like beyond beta, it's final, like it's production ready, like it's literally physically, like there's no like scratches, dings, this thing's falling apart type of stuff. The issues that are here are just all software related and that's kind of where it's still so early in that type of thing. And for the features to do work, they do work really great. But there are things that like I feel like you hit at the very end of something, or if I don't say a specific keyword, then that doesn't get picked up, and that's kind of where I feel like AI is supposed to be helpful to me. It's supposed to sort of infer what I'm trying to do, and that's kind of where in this weird stage of right now. Just in general, even ChatGPT has this problem where like it doesn't feel like it's listening to you, and you tell it to do stuff, and it sort of like gets you part of the way there. So it's that's just consistent all across the board right now with just AI things in general. I know that, and I think I'm always going to be on board for anything that's super early. So that's just the stuff I sign up for. I'm not here to like expect a perfect product, really. I think even when I bought this, I was not really expecting it to be super like perfect. And this is just what I like to do and share with y'all, so that just makes it even more fun. And y'all can stick along and stream with me. You know what? I should stream tomorrow because why not? What works best? Just drop some comments. I want to collect like the time frame that works best for everyone, because I know that a lot of people also tune in from East Coast. I'm currently in Hawaii, so it's about 4 o'clock right now, and over there plus 6 hours is like almost 10. So that's pretty far out timing wise. You must be like staying up pretty late. So I definitely appreciate people staying up. So yeah, I think I want to stream. I'm also going to do some other streams, I think, on like getting started with LLMs and language models, because I've been using a lot of these open models to like prompt and things, and there's some really cool stuff, and I think you should know how to set these up for yourself. And it takes a lot of steps to do it, but once you get started, then that kind of takes away a lot of that things. And basically you can use ChatGPT like models for free on your own computer at any time, no internet. That's just mind-blowing. So that's something that I think people need to learn about, and I definitely want to start sharing that stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to stream every day. So you need to wear a full metal jacket. That's right. That's I think regarding the heat of the AI pin. So what are the thoughts on the AI pin right now, Josh? I feel like right now, yeah, like a little bit what I was saying earlier, like the hardware definitely feels very production ready. The software has a lot of rough edges, and it just reminds me of the early days of Siri when it came out for the iPhone. When Siri came out for the iPhone, it was so frustrating because it would work, and it works great, but then it wouldn't do other things. And then like you wanted to kind of go to that last mile. It's like, yeah, I want you to call this person, or I want you to do that, or no, you transcribe my text wrong. That's not what I want, or it's not listening to me after like 5 attempts. So that's the most frustrating part, I'd say. It's literally just the AI voice thing being very inconsistent. And that can be worked out. And I'm just trying to understand, what's the scope of like how I would use the device. And then my queries, like I like shopping lists. I want to add them. I want to be able to remove them. And like literally that issue was fixed today. It was not working yesterday. Somehow the team did some magic over the air, like in their servers, and it's working today. Like that's crazy. Like a day, but less than 24 hours, it's fixed. And that's I've only had my pin for 3 days. I run into issues like this where like the powered, I have to power it down and power it back up, and there's nothing that's really obvious. That's kind of where it's at. As far as like right now, like day 3, yeah, like I got frustrated. At the beginning it was great, but I'm still trying to like, iron it out. Like what else am I gonna do with it? How else can I make this useful in my life? And then in the future, when they start enabling agents and things, I think that's where it's gonna get really exciting. And I feel like this device is already ready to do that. It's already ready to take on more. It just needs the other side of things to kind of come into play. And that's kind of going to be, I think, the big differentiator here. Because I really do feel like the hardware is there and ready to take on more. So yeah, sorry if you explained it already, but do you know what went wrong? I don't know exactly what went wrong, Christopher. It seemed like the system stopped taking requests from the voice system. Like I would say things and it wouldn't respond back, and it wouldn't even be saved onto the server side. So to me, there seems to be a bug there in like a state that it's using to communicate with the server, and it probably just kept timing out over and over and over again. If I'd love to help the Humane team out, if there's any like software or configurations I can install to get logs from the device onto your team, please let me know and reach out over DMs. I'd really like to help with that effort, because like these types of things are really hard to reproduce in the wild, and I happen to hit it just using my device, and that's the problem. So like sometimes it'll work for someone, sometimes it won't work for another person, and that's kind of what happens at times. So I don't know exactly what went wrong, but we have to go through this like sequence of steps to shut it down and then turn it back on again. So that was just kind of our lesson there for today. Jared, appreciate your positive attitude. Yeah, man. Like, there's no other way. Like, we're here for vibing, and I don't know. I've lived life for too long. I've grown up in such a just horrible environment, mentally and like physically and stuff, that everything else literally is just chill and normal. It's like to just be alive and even just have opportunities that we have here in the US, in America, and just to be around people that have internet to just communicate and share and just appreciate life. I think that's just like there's no other way. I think if you spend a lot of time focusing on the negative, that's where your mind goes, and you start to build a whole world of negativity around you, and that's not what I want. So I don't want that, and I don't want my people I hang around with to be that way. So like I just choose to be positive. Like I wake up, it's like if I start to feel negative for a while or frustrated, I try to work things out like as an engineer. It's like, okay, there's got to be a way to kind of piece this together and understand what's happening in my world so that I can move it to a positive place because there's a problem. And that's input, right? Like whenever there's pain, like that's an input signal to tell me like, hey, I should probably like, remove the pain. Like there's something going on, fix it up with a Band-Aid, like do the healing process. And so this is just, the live streaming is really kind of like my therapy. It sort of has become my therapy. So yeah, thank you, Sam. No, I appreciate the humane team stepping in and just actually participating. That's super cool. That's like they're actually not really getting pressed for that at all. But like I think I kind of want this to be a chill stream, anyways. Like I don't. I'm really glad I'm not like a popular YouTuber or anything like that because we're just here hanging out and doing our thing. So just and enjoying tech together. This is a good time. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, definitely subscribe. Hit the bell buttons. I got my handle at Ray Fernando. And let me see if I can put some text to do that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Text overlay at Ray Fernando 1337. And let's go ahead and see if we can add this to the stream. Yes, cool. So yeah, follow me there. That's on Twitter, on Twitch, on X. Hit the bell icon. Definitely, like, subscribe, and all that stuff there. And like whenever I have my live streams, I'm just gonna pop on and so forth. Yeah. So yeah, Josh. Yeah, definitely. Sam's on here, like responding to people and. Good response here on the LLMs. That's cool. Yeah, stay tuned because I want to do, I might even do something like that late tonight because Llama 3 just dropped from Meta and they just dropped this model that's like on par with GPT-4 and I've been downloading and playing with it. It's juicy. It's so good. Yes, Christopher. Yes, Llama 3. It is so good. So I want to show you how to get set up with the web UI thing. So I think that'd be kind of cool to my messages. Can I ask what you think you'd use it for on a daily basis? Yes, so the AI pin, what I plan to use it for on a daily basis, like literally for shopping, like my shopping list. I also have notes that come up. I do a lot of walking. So when I walk on the beach or when I walk around the circle here, I like to just jog down thoughts or memories or just reflections on things on life. And also things that come up to kind of memorize a day. I recently have gone through a huge bout of brain fog from long COVID. And so after having gone 3 years with that, I've had a lot of issues with memory. I used to have a near like perfect memory where I could just recall anything. I could just listen to things and recall it 6 months later without even thinking about it. And I could rebuild a room and tell you who was wearing what. And so I never wrote things down. So it's been a new thing to actually take notes and understand like a different and reprogram my mind for a different way of living really. And so as a result of going through that long COVID stuff, I actually lost my job at Apple. So that's super sad. There's a link on my YouTube story a little bit that touches small on the story, but yeah, so now I'm on my own learning to do stuff and I use my phone and I've been finding it's really distracting to pull out my phone and keep putting notes and various things in because I get sucked right into the Twitterverse. It's very addicting. The social media stuff is very addicting. So I'm hoping that this type of device can help me like wean off of these types of things. I literally sound like an addict, but I guess I am. So like the first step is admitting you are addicted to something. So I am addicted to social media. Yay, first step, right? Like, so, I also want to help this product get to where it needs to be polished. So this live stream, talking about it, getting people around, getting people to understand what device is doing and how we can make it better, how I can help participate in that is also part of this whole process of things. And this is early stage. AI hardware. We're like the earliest of earliest. No one told me to buy it. I bought it myself, and that's kind of where I'm at with this. So yeah, so this is cool. Siri is still frustrating. Yes. Oh my God, Siri is still frustrating. I could say that, like, for real, for real. This is yeah. That's probably legally all I could say. Would you be able to ask it to perform CPR during an emergency? I did this actually. I did this. I did this yesterday, last night while driving. And I actually, let me see if I could pull that up because I literally did this exact steps, and it told me what I needed to do to perform CPR. And I was actually blown away because my friend was in the car, and we had this exact conversation. And he says, like, yeah, those are the steps. CPR, I think. Where is it? That was funny, but it was super useful. I was like, gosh, that's so useful to have. Um, like, yeah, how do I perform CPR? I literally did this exact steps. Yeah, to perform CPR, these are the basic steps: chest compression, 4 breaths or 2 breaths, continuous cycle until help arrives, and it gives us little notes. So that's actually super awesome that you brought that up. What are agents? Agents, yes. Those are the things that, I guess, high level summary is that think of you as an individual doing a task and using ChatGPT to like do a very, very, very specific task. For example, looking up something about a specific company, and that's kind of what you would describe as an agent. So you give a language model like ChatGPT or any type of language model some instructions, and it goes and does that task for you. And then once that task is done, it bubbles that back up to you so that you can then take that and hand it off to like what you can call like a manager or some other structure of some sort to then piece together something. So for example, if you're doing some analysis for stock and you're trying to like see if like Apple is going to continue trending positive because you're going to be investing more money into it, you would have like one agent that would go do research on like the specific finances. You would have another agent go do specific work on news, like what's the latest news that's happening. You would do all these types of things, and it would bubble up all this information, and then either you as a human can decide what to do, or you can have another like master type of agent that sits on top that would then take all this information and try to make some decisions. And those decisions are guided usually by you, or you can just give minimal instructions to this like agent system. So it's like a system that you would then architect. Think of it as having like multiple separate prompts that would just kind of come together as one type of thing, or like as an app. So that's just kind of the way that they talk about like what agents are and so forth. So yeah. So yeah, this is straight vibes right now. So I appreciate y'all just really kind of vibing out with me. This is nice. I'm glad to see you're not over negative and not trying to help humane, and you're trying to help humane and us understand how the pin works. Yeah, I appreciate that. Like that's what this is all about. This is straight up vibes. So yeah, thank you all for the blessings. I think it's really great. Do you have experience with product releases? It seems like they had to release this in order to address these issues. I have an extensive amount of experience with product releases, especially with Apple. I worked very closely with a lot of that stuff for 10 plus years. And yeah, it's kind of like the craziest, most endorphin rush ever. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes with people like at every level, from executive on down, engineers and priorities and things. And there comes a certain point where you actually have to get something out of the door. And when you get it out the door, how fast can you then iterate and so forth? So that's the other conundrum. The thing that makes it a little more challenging with a product release is the fact that you have like the number, what's your audience? So if you have already 100 million devices that are on there, one change, a 1% issue can affect a lot of people, like a million people. That's actually pretty massive, in terms of like a number of people. If you have 100 million, 1% issue affects 1 million people. That's like, that makes crazy storms, and that can cost you a lot of money if you're trying to like do, like have people coming, to the store or doing various things like that. So here, especially since the first release, there's a small number of people who are taking a look at that. It's like very, very small in comparison. You do have to get some software at the door. There's a chicken and egg problem, right? You have to have it out there. You have to get feedback because you can fix a bunch of issues in one area, but then nobody experiences those issues. And so that's kind of part of this too. It's like, hey, I'm using the device. This is live. This is not going to be edited. So like you can just only see bad issues, or you can only see, there's actually a story that unfolds as you see how I'm using the device. Like the issues don't always show up right away. It's like you have to do this, then you do this, and then this happens. You're like, oh, okay. So then like that's just hard to explain, to write down even just as a bug report, right? It's like you have to then think through like what just happened and do these types of things. Are you on Wi-Fi? Was it happening when I was using cellular? How much was a battery booster on? There's a lot of the software is very complex, and there's a lot of different things that can happen at each stage, right? Like if you don't have the battery booster on, I imagine it must go through this power conservation state when the device is just by itself with no battery booster, right? Because otherwise that would drain really quickly. So, does it spin up the radios as much? Does it do other things? Who knows? My computer just froze. Okay. Yeah. So I have a lot of experience with products. I have a lot of experience doing these types of things. I used to work at Apple for 12 plus years, and now I'm on my own, basically doing AI stuff and playing around with other people's AI toys as well. So I'm really just excited to actually be out of the box and doing this type of things. This is just what I like to do. Will GPS work at the laser ink display? Oh, GPS directions. I haven't seen anything like that once it's released. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think I saw that on the roadmap, but yeah, that's kind of that there. So yeah, I appreciate all the love. Definitely give me a follow on X. Give me a follow on Twitter if you're on there as well. Hit that little bell button, subscribe, and I'll definitely will be back. I think I'm going to try to shoot for a little bit earlier because I know I have some East Coast folks who are following me. And I definitely want to get a video out there on these language models so you can run your own version of ChatGPT for free on your computer. So I think that'd be really, really awesome. So yeah, the last note here from Sam is basically regarding the GPS thing, is that they'll eventually have some directions with your hand so you'll be able to navigate that. So yeah, Roman. Hey Roman, how's it going? Good to see you. My longtime friend on X. Is interesting to hear your take. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thanks Sam also for hopping on and helping me resolve this issue. You turned me around from being frustrated to like super excited now to go use my pin because I really want to use this thing a lot. I believe on the roadmap it says general directions. Okay. So what happened before it broke? I was just doing requests and it literally just, wasn't responding anymore. And I kept hitting it and it stopped responding. So we were able to get it to slide the battery pack, power down the device using the laser and then power it back on, doing this technique where you slide the battery pack off and on several times. It does require that the battery pack has some juice in it. Otherwise you have to get home or use their little egg thing to get that back on. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Hell yes, this is great. I appreciate all the love, everyone. So I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna be on live. If you're gonna be up pretty late tonight, I might do another like late night stream, just doing chat, GPT, AI, LLM type of things, because this is the space we're in. I love AI, so here we are. And it's just really cool to get this thing. Roman got your notification today. Yes, I want to see you make a video. I think that'd be really cool if you get on live. And then I could probably even have you tune in live. I'll just give you a link and we'll just like stream it. All right, y'all. Appreciate the love. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.